fuck's sake. Have you ever... Okay, we leave that in. Have you ever experienced something very weird where you're playing against someone and you think just the way he plays and he behaves, he's very strong. And in the game afterwards, you play against someone and he ain't shit and he beats the shit out of you in chess. That's what I experienced in this little German tournament. In German, they call it a Schachturnier. In my bad uh, German, where I matched up against 2,000 FIDE rated players. My first opponent I saw play in the playing hall. He played against someone, and he had on first sight he has this super weird position. He had a super weird position. It looks so awful, but it was actually super good. It doesn't make sense what I'm saying. It's okay, but he was super strong. I saw him playing before, and I was matched up against him. His name is Roman Franz Aubert, 1988 rated at the moment, but obviously he was probably higher. And I match up against him, and we play a very normal opening. Bishop b7. He plays a London structure. Everything's I do pretty much the same. Play c5. What you do in the d4 openings. Rook e1. We just go around, and here I see that he wants to play e4. So I play knight e5, stopping e4. Very good move, if I may say so myself. Bishop g3. He doesn't want to exchange yet. And I knew that I kind of, I knew that he was thinking that I was a bad player because we're playing Swiss assistant, where the strongest player against play against the weakest. I'm one of the weakest in the tournament on paper. I'm only 1600 rated, FIDE. And he thinks, oh, I'm gonna beat this guy. F5. It looks good. Engine gives this okay stats. Probably best was to, okay, take the bishop. Bishop is his best piece, I guess. Although I'm not really sure. After takes, he can play. After any move, he can still play e4. And then I'm not sure if these complications favor both. So I went for f5. Bishop there. Queen here, which was an inaccuracy. I should have played c4. Blocking in the bishop, because now he can get a bishop out, attack my knight here. He can win the knight, because the knight is not really well defended. So bishop a6, rook d8, and bishop c7. The rook has only one square, but I was fine with that. Knight here, takes, and bishop here. And after c4, I actually gain a significant takes, queen b8, first attacking this. And by the way, this is a rapid game, and I wrote my moves down during the rapid game, so you can imagine me not having much time. And he played primarily on that. After knight f3, queen c7, intending rook c2, intending to double up here, I decided to go for an attack here. He simply ignored it, and I could play d. And after takes, rook e1, I have an opportunity to play d3. And after d3, takes, queen takes, you think, what's going on? Why is here? Knight c5. And after you this dude, we take here on f3, the rook on the open file. And look at this. Your rook is not doing anything. And your queen is defending this stuck for life bishop. Like, what's this all takes so much time to reroute. So if you already have some checks going on, this pawn structure is all ruined. That's what I should have seen. But with 16 seconds on the clock, play rook d7. Thinking, oh, take, take, and I take. But no, you have this. And after I realized it was not good, I played rook d8, takes take, and a few moves were played. We exchanged stuff, and I was still okay. But with 16 seconds on the clock, I at some point uh lose it. You could imagine a scenario where I have no clue how I ended up losing, in what exact order. Let's not say, let's say he did me, he did, let's say something like this position. Just don't exact moves, but something like this position happened where he could take here, and I could not take back just yet, and he won the pawn. Then he won, I don't know. Then he won this, and then played this, and I went for the attack somewhere, but he just pushed um, very ferociously. These are not the moves. Something like this. He just very ferociously um, this pawn, and he won. The rest was, it was definitely not what happened, but yeah, time management was very bad, but it was a good game. I had a chance. I didn't take it. That's usually what happens. Now for the next game, playing against Chuang Tai Nyo. We just call him Tai. And after looking him up, he was 2100 rated. And I'm like, what? Because when I was playing him, it's a quite, you think you play against a young guy. He doesn't show too much ego or anything like that. And in the opening, we play Sicilian. Look at this. He moves the knight twice already in the opening. Now he plays this, and he moves back. And I'm thinking, apparently this is theory, he told me afterwards, but I'm thinking he moved here, here, and back. This can be good, right? So I play e5, intending for me to go something like this, and I think, okay, easy going. d5. I'm like, okay, just continue development. The g5 is much stronger. I don't know. b4, a4, and here, oop. If I go knight e2 here, we have c4. And I'm thinking, what? How did he create the chance? So I had to go back to b1. Knight g87, attacking the pawn, but it's defended for now, so it's okay. Attacking the pawn chain, takes here, takes here, here. And okay, he's attacking my queen, so I have to move it. He attacks the queen again. Back, but I go to g3, not knowing I blundered the pawn, which he took. And game is still okay. I can play knight. Okay, I lost the pawn. After he castles, can play h4. Attack here. Things are looking good. But I could play rook b1, but I can also play rook a3, attacking this diagonal, laterally, and maybe my rook can switch in here instead of the queen. Yeah, that was. And I was so mad at myself for blundering rook. Um, but yeah, what can I say? He was 2100 rated. Now for my last game, I'm 0-2, nothing to lose. We play e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. And since I have nothing to lose, I'll play f5. And my opponent, I have no clue what his name was, but because I didn't wrote down my moves anymore, it took too much time, I was too frustrated. But he was around 1700 rated, still very, very decent. And after he plays knight c3, and I'm out of theory. And that was really quick. So I take, knight 6, takes, and apparently you should take with the queen, but I took pawn. And I was like, come at me, bro. Come at me. Play d4 to move. Play e4. And here, there's a very, very strong move, which was pointed out to me later. Which is and if you take here, queen h5, king e7, on g5, losing the queen, but even more important, probably also just losing the game. After takes, queen takes with check, bishop takes with check, or you can just go to the side and you will be mated somehow, some way. This bishop pair is killing you off. It's just killing you off. All right, that didn't happen, but this already suggests to me that my move was really bad. Here, queen e7, because I want to stop this check from happening with drastic consequences. Knight f5, as I remember it. And here I have a little tactic. Before check, bishop d2, and I take here. And you can check, but apparently everything is okay, but I was scared. And I didn't see the tactics simply. So I go here, goes back with the knight, and again, a very thematical knight here, here, here. He moved the knight 4 times. And that's apparently, in this case, not so good. So d4, c4, bishop e6. I'm just developing. And here I thought, okay, if I castle, he takes here, and I take, and he takes here, and I have to take with the queen. And after it takes, oh, after it takes, I have this rule. So I go bishop e4, bishop d2, and now queen is no longer threatening this. So I can just castle without, having all the problems. Reinforces those problems by wanting to take here again, and then so I move away the knight, and now I'm simply threatening mates. And I was a bit shocked. I'm like, oh no, that position. But maybe, I not lose. I play bishop c6. Castles, f5. He can take here, and apparently I cannot take with the knight because I have d5. And then after I move it again, I just have a worse position because look at my knights. And I can not move it anywhere else. If I move it to d7, e7, you're mates. So, yeah. But he didn't play this. He played bishop here. Go to the side. And he saw this little nifty tactic. Knight takes f5, knight takes f5, and bishop here, which he played. Which apparently not is a bit misplaced. And here e3 with this attack, which might not be the best move, but it's a bit, you trying to get the nerve out of your opponent. My opponent also 0-2. He should be scared by now, and he plays the same way. I make a discovery. You make a discovery. I make a discovery. That was his mentality, and I was like, good point, sir. But I'm not following these tricks. And we get into this endgame. Trade off rooks. We trade off the whole pair of rooks, and we play this endgame. I'm just holding here, and now this move, where if I take, he takes, and he is running his pawn, whilst this is everything in here is secured. Why is playing for the here, in my opinion. So here again, probably like 2-3 minutes left, and play h4, the only winning move. And that his position is not that good, and we get to this, and I slowly, surely win the game. This guy played to mate, which was kind of funny. And when I was making, by the way, I thought, oh, I play knight f5 and I promote, and then he shakes my hand. I'm like, oh, he gives up. I didn't realize this was mate, which was a bit dumb. Yeah, but this was the first round of the Aachen-Schachverein Schnellschachturnier. Und für 3 Mittwochen gehen wir das spielen im Aachen. Ja, 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 ja. Und wem winnt 50% von der Inschreibgeld. Ja, und das war's. Das war's ein bisschen äh, meine Deutsch. Danke sehr für das Gucken, wie die Springer Vierke hat bewogen im Öffnung. Und
Ich dachte,
ich dachte, dass ich sehr schlecht spielte, aber es war okay. Okay, die Tore musste ich nicht plundern. Plundern. Schnitzer? Schnitzel. Tschüss.